Hello everyone and welcome to the Mason Mind, a channel to discover the unknown. Today, let's talk about one of the most mysterious and wealthiest families in the world, the Rothschilds. They are considered one of the wealthiest families in the world, although it's unclear if they still hold the top spot. However, in the 19th century, they were definitely the world's wealthiest family. It's said that at that time, their wealth accounted for over 50% of the world's total wealth, and possibly even more. Despite their immense wealth, many people may not have heard of this family, and even if you have, you probably don't know who they are. This is because the Rothschilds have a family tradition that their financial status is not to be publicly disclosed. The family has several businesses under its name, but to keep their revenues private, they never go public. So, no one knows exactly how much money they have. When it comes to the world's richest people in modern times, we usually think of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates. Let's take a look at the 2023 Forbes World's Billionaires list. First, Bernard Arnault and family. Second, Elon Musk. Third, Jeff Bezos. Fourth, Larry Ellison. Fifth, Bill Gates. Sixth, Warren Buffett. Seventh, Steve Ballmer. Eighth, Carlos Slim Helú and family. Ninth, Michael Bloomberg. 10th, Francoise Bettencourt Myers and family. If we search for Rothschild on the Forbes list, we will see a person named Jeff Rothschild. However, he has no connection with the Rothschild family we are talking about today. Let's delve into the history of the Rothschild family and uncover the mysteries behind this renowned financial family. The Rothschilds were originally a Jewish family from a lower social class. Back then, Jews were not well liked in Europe as Christianity was the dominant religion, and Jews were forced to live in specific ghettos, often in the poorest and least desirable areas of cities. The Rothschild family lived in the Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt, Germany, for several hundred years. In the past, Jewish people did not have surnames. The surname Rothschild was self-chosen by their ancestors in the 16th century and derived from German, meaning red shield. Back then, houses weren't identified by numbers, but rather by signs that exhibited various symbols or colors. The most important figure in the Rothschild family appeared, named Mayer Amschel Rothschild. He completely changed the fate of the Rothschild family. He was born on February 23, 1744 in Frankfurt, Germany. With Mayer's financial talent, sense of opportunity, and the nurturing of his children in finance, he became the progenitor of the Rothschild dynasty. In 2005, he was named one of the most influential businessmen in history by Forbes due to his tremendous achievements in finance, and was even referred to as the father of international finance. In 1757, at the age of 13, Mayer became an apprentice at the banking firm of Simon Wolf Oppenheimer in Hanover. There, he was exposed to foreign trade and finance and learned about rare coins from places such as ancient Rome, Persia, and the Byzantine Empire. Collectors of these coins were princes and other wealthy men. Mayer's extraordinary business talent, combined with his diligent attitude towards learning, quickly enabled him to master various specialized skills in banking operations. After working for a while, the clever Mayer realized that the amount, profit, and safety factor of lending money to the government and the royal family were much higher than lending to individuals, and the government's tax revenue could be used as collateral. This discovery inspired Mayer and laid the foundation for his future success. 7 years later, because of his outstanding performance, Mayer was promoted to junior partner at a young age, achieving an accomplishment that most people could not achieve in their lifetime, and he also met many influential figures. In 1763, 19-year-old Mayer returned to his hometown Frankfurt and continued his father's currency trading business. Through his observation, he discovered a business opportunity. At that time, Germany was composed of many small principalities, each issuing different currencies and metals. The nobles of these principalities were very fond of collecting these currencies and metals, especially some rare ones that could even be auctioned at high prices. In the chaos of war in Germany at that time, it was easy to find various currencies and metals in the garbage dump on the battlefield. From then on, Mayer went around looking for these rare currencies. To cater to the aesthetic tastes of the upper class, he even made these collected currencies into exquisite catalogs and sent them to the nobles with handwritten letters. In order to get closer to the royal family, Mayer was very particular about collecting currencies, gradually paving the way to the upper class with his exceptional professional knowledge of collecting. Because of Mayer's good reputation and ability to provide good coins, his fame soon spread in the antique circle. At that time, William I, Prince of Hesse-Kassel, a principality located in the north of present-day Hesse, Germany, was also an avid collector of ancient coins and loved to collect rare ancient coins everywhere. By chance, Prince William met Mayer. Mayer was very shrewd. He knew that people like Prince William were the key to his entry into the nobility circle. Therefore, he generously sold and gave away many rare ancient coins to Prince William. Mayer's behavior was actually an investment to obtain intangible and long-term benefits. Soon after, Mayer requested to become the official court factor. Court factor was a Jewish banker who handled the finances of royalty and nobility, and William readily agreed. In 1769, Mayer was granted the title of court factor, managing the finances of William I, who later became William IX and inherited the title of Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel, was said to have received one of the largest fortunes in Europe at the time, following the death of his father, Frederick II, Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel, in 1785. In 1770, Mayer married Gutla Schamper, the daughter of a money changer and court factor. They had 5 sons and 5 daughters. At the age of 40, Mayer was already one of the richest men in the city of Frankfurt. However, the journey did not stop there. Additionally, the Rothschild family logo features a clenched fist with 5 arrows, symbolizing the 5 dynasties, London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, Frankfurt, established by Mayer Rothschild's 5 sons, Amschel, Salomon, Nathan, Karl, and James. From a young age, Mayer educated his children in finance and monetary systems. When they reached adulthood, they went to various parts of Europe to expand their financial businesses. In 1810, his third son, the then 33-year-old Nathan, was the first to leave home and start business in London. In 1811, his fifth son, James, went to Paris. In the following years, his second son, Salomon, went to Vienna, and his fourth son, Karl, went to Naples. Only his eldest son, Amschel, stayed in Frankfurt. Among his 5 children, Mayer was most proud of his third son, Nathan. One noteworthy story was the Battle of Waterloo that took place on June 18, 1815. This war not only determined the fate of the French army of Napoleon, the British army of Wellington and allies, but also the lives and fortunes of many investors. In fact, wealthy individuals and financial magnates in Britain would buy government bonds during times of war to support their country and to potentially profit from a victory. However, if Britain lost, the government bonds would plummet, causing financial ruin for those who held them. Therefore, if one could obtain early information of the war's outcome before others, they could gain a significant advantage and profit immensely. During the Battle of Waterloo, many investors were worried about whether Britain would win or lose, and were eager to sell their government bonds if things turned sour. Nathan Rothschild family, who owned a large amount of these bonds, who began selling the bonds in large quantities. This caused panic among other bondholders, who suspected that Nathan had obtained information indicating that Britain was going to lose. Consequently, they followed suit and sold their bonds as well, causing the bond prices to plummet. Unknown to them, Nathan was secretly buying up these bonds while they were being sold off. Once he had acquired almost all of the government bonds, news arrived that Britain had emerged victorious in the battle. The people who had sold their bonds suffered significant losses, while Nathan became extremely wealthy overnight. It was said that his personal assets increased by over 1,000 times. As a result, many of Britain's wealthy financial magnates went bankrupt, while the Rothschild family became the largest financial magnate in Britain at that time. In reality, Nathan had known about Britain's victory well in advance. He had provided Britain with a large amount of money for the war effort in exchange for receiving advance news of the battle's outcome. He utilized his network of couriers and carrier pigeons to receive this information before anyone else in London knew. Therefore, his massive sale of government bonds was just an act, and he had actually profited greatly from the situation. With this Battle of Waterloo windfall, the Rothschilds became the largest shareholder of the Bank of England, the central bank of the world's most powerful country, at the time Britain. This meant that the Rothschilds controlled the currency issuance and management of the world's most powerful country. There were even rumors that they also had control over the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank and other countries' central banks. Some people might wonder why they would want to control a country's currency issuance. Actually, this is because the Rothschild family has an ancient saying attributed to Mayer, the founder of the Rothschild banking dynasty. "Let me issue and control a nation's money, and I care not who writes the laws." This means that by controlling the currency, one can control everything, even the laws. After the Battle of Waterloo, the Rothschild family spread the influence of their family bank throughout Europe over several decades. Almost every kingdom's aristocracy and nobility would seek loans and consultation from them. Over these decades, the Rothschild family accumulated countless wealth, and the five brothers became true manipulators of currency and exchange rates. Later on, they even became underground kings who could manipulate revolutions and intervene in the political direction of kingdoms through financial means. In 1812, after Mayer had passed away in Frankfurt, Germany at the age of 68, he left behind a strict will. The will stated that, firstly, all important positions in the family banks must be held by family members only and not outsiders. Additionally, only male family members could participate in the family's business activities. Secondly, to prevent wealth dilution and outflow, family members could only marry within the family. While this rule was strictly enforced in the early years, it was later relaxed to allow marriages with other Jewish banking families. Thirdly, the family's wealth must not be publicly disclosed. Fourthly, lawyers were not allowed to intervene in the family's inheritance of wealth. Fifthly, each family's eldest son would be the leader of their respective family, and the selection of the next in line could only be made with unanimous agreement among the family members. Finally, anyone who violated the will's provisions would forfeit their right to inherit any of the family's wealth. Of all the provisions in the will, the most difficult for modern society to understand is probably the part about marrying within the family. For example, between 1824 and 1877, there were 36 marriages of Rothschild's male descendants, of which 30 were marriages within the family. However, as time passed and with the development of civilization, the Rothschilds gradually abandoned their tradition of close relatives marrying each other. For example, in 2015, James Rothschild, a descendant of Nathan Mayer Rothschild, married Nikki Hilton, the great-granddaughter of Conrad Hilton, the founder of Hilton Hotels. Their wedding reception was held at Kensington Palace in London, England. By the mid-19th century, the Rothschild family had come to dominate all of Europe's banks. They had holdings in various financial businesses such as securities, stocks, and insurance. Additionally, they were involved in industries such as railways, communications, oil, and coal. They possessed incredible wealth, even being able to provide military loans to governments and offer reparations loans to defeated countries. For instance, in 1818, they lent £5 million to the Prussian government to help them out of dire financial straits. For the Rothschild family, the greatest disaster was the rise of Nazism during World War II, which not only demanded money but also cost lives. Due to religious, socioeconomic, and political reasons, Adolf Hitler hated Jews and was determined to exterminate them. As a family with pure Jewish blood, the Rothschilds were inevitably targeted. The media portrayed the Rothschilds as a family of financial vampires through opera, movies, and exhibitions to incite public anger and to achieve the goal of excluding Jews. Later, after Nazi Germany occupied France, the Rothschild family's properties in France were confiscated, and they were expelled from the country. Some family members were even sent to concentration camps and died, which is truly lamentable. Unable to fight against the Nazi government, the Rothschild family could only watch their financial empire, which they had built up so meticulously, collapse and be swallowed up by outsiders. Although the Rothschild family rebuilt themselves after World War II and began new developments, their decline prevented the once prosperous Rothschild financial empire from shining as brightly as before. In modern times, the Rothschild family primarily relies on mergers and acquisitions and chooses to operate from behind the scenes. This family, which once established the central banks of European powers, is still incredibly powerful today. Their business activities might not be fully known, but they have a presence in various fields worldwide, including finance, coal, steel, railways, hotels, and red wine. They have never strayed from their pursuit of making money. Rumors suggest that their current family fortune is around 500 trillion, but this may be unrealistic as nobody knows exactly how much wealth they possess. However, it is believed that they should have more than 1 trillion and remain incredibly powerful to this day. That's all for today's sharing. Please hit the like button and share if you like this video. Feel free to leave a comment below. If you like our channel, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in the next episode. Let's discover the unknown together.